Flashing lights in the dark barracks on up. Engines scream till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels burst like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Tires calling for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Strap me in, fuel me with untamed speed. Data in the storm, all the rush I need. Glitches on the edge, chaos in the stream. Sim racing paradise, unraveling the sea. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Flashing lights in the dark barracks on up. Engines scream till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels burst like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Tires calling for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream.
Louder to the range, fuel burns in the glow of the pixel blaze.
revenge time. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we live to speed. Our TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pound and engines cry. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul.
And welcome back to Nerd TV for another OTSS Select Series race, live from virtual Phoenix International Raceways. We're going to go 130 laps here for the second to final race of the 2026 B season here. And we got a good one here as we get our countdown to green underway, presented by, of course, Icon Apparel Company, which you'll find them at iconapparelcompany.com. Promotion code SUPERNERD will save you 25%. And here we go. Race stats on your screen here. 1 mile in length, 75 degrees in the air, 80 degrees track temp being nighttime. The wind fluctuating between about 6 to 10 miles an hour. 3 additional sets of tires behind the pit wall, plus the one on the truck. 3 green-white checkers, and 100% fuel, which is slated to be about 78 laps of fuel for the fuel run, which we'll cover that with the Twisted Speed setup in truck telemetry. And there's your race stats here for the second to final race for the Burn It Down Podcast 130. My name is 321 J Stanley, not J Swift anymore. I was called out on my name. I have switched all of my socials.
Thanks, Taylor
No
Swift.
longer J Swift.
Thanks, Taylor
No longer.
Swift.
I got called out. I said, nope. I think that was Robert who brought that up in the last month's broadcast. So.
I think it was.
Thank you, Robert. It's changed. Go to my socials. It's no longer J Swifty. It's gone. And Dustin Loxton, a.k.a. I think Ballistic, or just Dustin Loxton. I think he just uses his name for everything at this point. Just self-branding.
Just don't call me late for dinner. You can call me anything you want.
All right. Well, hey, Daddy. How you doing?
What's up, big boy? Oh, man. Phoenix. Man, second to the last race. And this track is a tough one. It's going to be a good one. And, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. But before we get down to that, we got to thank the Burn It Down podcast crew for sponsoring tonight's event coming in. And it's going to be a good one. And if you guys didn't know, the Burn It Down podcast is a NASCAR podcast featuring the alter ego of Josh Altus, known as Ricky Allen Jr., and Ross the Boss Tatum. These guys are a couple of goofballs that cover everything NASCAR. So from weekend previews to betting favorites and full race recaps, they've got you covered. Give them a listen. Watch them on all your favorite platforms. That's YouTube, that's TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find them anywhere. It's I've listened to a couple of them. Jeremy, I know you have as well. It's comical. It's some good stuff. So new episodes released every Monday and Thursday. Go give them a check out.
I've tuned in over a month ago. I got them on my rotating podcast list when I do get to them. I have a couple of favorites that I go through week in and week out. But if that one does hit the spot and I have some time in my car rides to work, I throw them on there. So I am an active listener-ish. Not every single week, but I'm there, and it's cool. It's a good little take on racing stuff that you may or may not think about. Plus, they do some other random shenanigans, so good listen there for sure. But Dustin, we got some racing to do. 130 laps here. I don't know if you like this track or not. I've always been a fan of Phoenix from the original layout to the new one. I love this track, even though my tire wear might suck on the long run for me driving it personally. But the trucks out here, I have logged into this session, Dustin, for like 5 minutes, and I've already seen 10 trucks spin, I think. So it looks like these trucks are on edge, especially on these cold tires.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, it's in the driver's meeting. I mean, below the yellow is available, but admins have stated that drivers are not required to let other drivers back up. It's at the driver's choice, so go down there at your discretion. But before we get our cameras off, Jeremy, and we go to qualifying, as that session is kicking over, there's something that we got to cover. Points, my guy. Points is a huge one that we have to cover. Because there's implications on this one. So Ross, the boss Tatum, is your points leader, but he is not in attendance. Pre-existing commitments for work. He had little Debbie stuff going on, that naughty girl that she is, taking him away from the race and making some really good sweet treats. He has to take a provisional tonight. And there was only a 29-point split between him and Jacob Grant. And then only a 4-point split between Grant and Tyler Honeycutt. And even Joshua Altus at 50 points back from your race leader. So 17 points back from Tyler Honeycutt in third. That throws all these drivers in the mix, Jeremy. And that means this race and championship for season 2 will come down to Las Vegas, my man.
And that's your place. You love it.
I love it.
Ross the boss is going to be switched to Ross the Haas if he can pull through some of these cosmic brownies.
Oh, he broke it out, Ross. He broke it out, man. He's got the cosmic.
You know, it's going to happen. So looking forward to that. But yeah, no, it's going to get crazy. I'm really curious to see when we drive or when we get on track next week at Las Vegas, what the leaderboard's going to look like with Ross not here tonight. So that being said, qualifying time, cameras off, full screen on, and we are going to log some laps here, or as Twisted Drifter would say, logged in some laps here. And he told me to comment down, Swifty. That is not how this works, Robert. This is not how this works. But here we go. Donnie Honeycutt's going to be one of our drivers that we're going to be following with as he goes wide into 3 and 4, right up against the wall. Cuts it down there nice and sharp. Take out the blue cone if you want. And quick time set by Caleb Smith in the 54. What a graphic, by the way. I love that.
Yeah, we got some new ones up there. So we brought the alerts back because we know, as you guys know, we love keeping you guys in the loop on what's happening. Especially when cameras are focused on one thing and maybe you don't see if we're covering a battle further back and you don't see that there's a lead change. The alerts are back. We've cleaned them up a little bit. We've got some partner shout outs and sponsors on there. Obviously, Victory Fuel is the new leader on that one. As you see, Donnie Honeycutt just set quick time, which is by twistedspeedsetups.com. So that should be a good thing to be able to cover as well. But we also have a couple other things, Jeremy, that we are bringing back the driver cams. So driver cams are going to be back. And we got there's Bobby Mantle. He's watching his lap there with his VR, which is a real crazy dude. He's a better drone flyer than I am, Jeremy. Like hands down, way better drone flyer. And then you got EJ Luna there on the right as well. So our W Caffeine team back in order as well. So should be a fun one.
When you say bring a camera back, you mean just in the smaller orientation? Because we've had the camera.
We have.
W's taken that spot, in which, by the way, you didn't see it on camera, but I do have my Dragonade W fresh from the mailbox today in my shaker cup. And I've been drinking it the past hour. And very good flavor, by the way. It's the first non-chocolate one that I've had, so I'm enjoying this one so far. But looking at EJ Luna, hyper focus here, especially when you even look, he's pulling off pulling off on the pit road, and he still looks like he's hyper focused. Have you seen some guys so tensed up on the wheel driving down pit road on qualifying? Well, there you go. EJ Luna's your guy. But yeah, the trucks are so loose, he's gonna look like that all race long. These guys are gonna have to tell themselves to blink. Blinking is very important. I work in an eye doctor's office. Tell me I am wrong, because I will prove you otherwise. But Donnie Honeycutt, 22-year race leader by 3 100ths. And then look at that, 4 100ths is the other Honeycutt, Tyler. Tyler, congratulations on your first top 5 qualifying effort in quite some time. So if he's doing fast in qualifying, you know he's going to be faster in this race.
Oh, absolutely. And Tyler, I do want to make mention, Jeremy, because it's the running joke with pretty much every driver that we've covered over the last couple seasons over here at OTSS. But the usual, he sucks at this track. That was stated before drivers meeting, and I believe my exact words were, "Dude, just shut up." I'm not buying it, not believing it.
Wait, he said he sucks here?
Yes, his exact
The
words.
guy who's qualified third?
Yes, his exact words. I
Okay.
can't make it up.
Okay.
But just like at Rockingham last season, his dad coached him at this track, and we all know what happened last season at Rockingham. That he said he sucked at, and he beat his dad at Rockingham to get the race win. So
That's the key, Dustin. You have to say you suck at a certain track to do well.
I
So
suck at
going
every
forward,
track, Jeremy.
we
I
know.
suck at every track.
There we go. So Suzuka coming up here next month for the nerds. We suck at Suzuka. That's the theme, and we're gonna put that on the car, and we're gonna dominate in nerd fashion there in the GT3 stuff. As we're gonna tackle 3 more endurance races for the year, but we're going to focus on this place. These guys are getting up on pit road for their 2 laps of pacing, and here we go. Starting lineup here this evening, presented by Brez Coffee Co. Donnie Honeycutt, Will Bustler going to take your front row here. Row 2, you'll find a couple of other drivers that are usually up at the top of the boards. Tyler Honeycutt, P3. Caleb Smith does start in 4th. Jason Pick starts in P5 with Ronnie Hurst there in 6th. 7th, you're going to find DJ Honeycutt with Joshua Altus to the outside in 8th place. And to complete the top 10 starting lineup here, Polly Torrance in 9th, EJ Luna in 10th. Row 6 and 11th, you'll find Danny White, the 64, Brad Miner in the reverse number, 46 in 12th. 13th place, you'll find Jacob Grant, the 27. Plus 4 to that, Jackson Clark there in P14. Row 8 and 15th, Jonathan Hammond, truck 92. 36, Jared Hammond to the outside there in 17th. 17th now will be Steven Abbaset in truck number 2. Bobby Mantle in 18th. Jonathan Gaston starts in 19th. A 20th place driver, Dave Harrington. And the 2 cabooses who do not post qualifying time, Abram Ghostin and Robert Martin is going to complete the 22-inch lineup here.
I don't think Robert's racing. I don't think race controls racing.
Listen, he posted himself as a driver. He's going to get the shout out.
That's true. That's right. That's just what we do, Jeremy.
Dustin's done it before.
I
Dustin's
have.
been on this board before, so it's okay. Maybe I should do it one time so I can say I've raced at OTSS, so I can, put my status above where it currently is. So that'd be kind of cool. But here we go. Pace truck rolling. 2 laps of pacing it should be anyways. And watch the tires. Cold tires, these trucks are loose, even though the temps are down. So are the air pressures. And these things are all over the place here. You guys are going to be in for a treat here. Who's going to try to take the spot from truck number 1, who's been leading this whole season? It's going to be one of these guys. We just don't know who's going to shine, who's not, who's going to get involved in some wrecks. It's actually going to be 1 pace lap. Look at that. Because the track's over 1 mile, so it is a 1 pace lapper. And we got to take this very, very long drive. The only downside of this place is you enter off of turn 2, and you have to just wait and wait to get to turn 3. And then you'll finally hit the restart zone. There we go, into 3 to 4. They're in the box. 3, 2, 1. Now green flag before the box even goes through. And here we go. Green flag is out. Second to final race of the OTSS Select Series is underway.
And everybody fans down again. That is open game down below the yellow. Going through that dog leg and going through turns as well. Race admins have stated that is open game. But remember, drivers do not have to let other drivers up. But we know that the camaraderie and the racecraft here is at a very high level. So I don't really foresee that happening unless it's coming down to the race win. But Jeremy, we got a lot of racing, and this is what this track produces. 3, 4 wide as they go through that dog leg.
Donnie Honeycutt starts P1, going to lead the first lap as well. They're still chasing him up the track. Ronnie Hurst all the way up to the top of the wall there in 1 and 2. Goes back to 2 wide there. Off the Joshua Altus slams the outside wall, and I think DJ Honeycutt did the same thing in truck number 15 as the domino effect happens there off of turn 2, coming off the complete second lap there. Donnie Honeycutt with a two truck length advantage over the 11 of Will Bustler. Third place, Caleb Smith hanging on there in cruise control so far, just watching the 2 leaders figure their line out. As we're looking on back here, here's EJ Luna versus Ronnie Hurst. They come off of turn number 2. This is right around the 10th place, which is usually where we find the excitement.
Yeah, and especially at tracks like this, Jeremy, and especially this track in particular. Phoenix is such a unique track, and it always gives excellent racing. Is Donnie Honeycutt for the second straight lap in a row. His Set Your Twisted Speed setups quick time. He is flying, Jeremy, and he's out to make a statement. And remember, last week, he was one of 3 drivers that had mechanical failure with the steering equipment last week. So he's definitely out for blood right now and for redemption, and he is doing it the best way he can.
As we get it out there, quick time, Donnie Honeycutt there in the 22 on lap 4. So far here is most of the field, at least in the top 10 for sure, have gone single file. Jason Pick closing in on this 54 here. Oh, one truck heavy in the back there. I think that was the 89 of Bobby Mantle, going to slam the outside wall turn 2, not going to help his speed of this truck, who he didn't have the greatest qualifying effort, and now he's got a little bit of injury to this thing. He's going to have to just cruise around here and see what he can't do to recover from that.
Yeah, and there's a number of drivers that are in the back as well, Jeremy, and it's not just drivers that we usually expect to have a decent qualifying run. I mean, we sit here and take a look at our top 5 in the championship points. Obviously, the number 1 truck off track, that's Ross the Boss Tatum, not here. But Jacob Grant, your second place in points in P13. Tyler Honeycutt started 3rd, P5. Joshua Altus is in P7, and DJ Honeycutt is in 6th place. So this is a track that can be very difficult to pass at, Jeremy, because you can still maintain and get solid runs. But that outside wall, Jeremy, about 3 trucks just tagged that outside wall.
Yeah, turn 2 seems to be that troublesome corner so far of these drivers. Jason Pick takes 3rd place away from the 11 of Will Bustler. So new podium driver right now, Jason Pick, as that backpack there off of turn 2 this time around, or turn 4 rather, got really just bunched up for a moment. Looks like they go back to 2 wide momentarily, and for the most part single file. You got Clark on the inside making door contact with Danny White there going off into turn 3.
Yeah, and that's going to ship Danny White way up the track. He has to back way out of it. He keeps it out of the wall, but loses a lot of time, has to try to make that back up. But Jeremy, I mean, this track is over 1 mile in size, but with the way that this track races, it has that short track mentality. Very similar to like a Dover. A Dover is 1 mile in length, but it has that short track mentality. And this is where, I mean, drivers, they get heated, they get focused, and they race hard. And that's why this track produces such amazing racing.
Yeah, 1,000% there. And you got lane choice, top to bottom in 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is a little bit more secure to the bottom half there. Plus you got the old dog leg, which you can cut down a mile below the surface, as long as you don't mind getting your truck upset and maybe causing some damage underneath the thing. So riding on board here with Clark in the 31 looking underneath. Paulie Torrance there in truck number 6. 3 and 4, we'll see how far he cuts down the track. He's going to go down a decent amount here, comes back up. Looks like the 6 gets a good little launch. Able to keep the 31 at bay, door to door. Get about a foot away, less than 6 inches away from the 6 truck. Good battle here between these two. Oh, there's the door contact.
Yeah, and it was bound to happen just with the way that these trucks pull up off the corners. We were riding on board with our spoiler cam presented by Frost Buddy. But, just close racing, Jeremy. I mean, there's close racing everywhere. It doesn't matter what position it's for. This is a battle for 15th right now. That's between Jonathan Hamm and Bobby Mantle. But, I mean, there's battling all over the place. I think the only place there's no battling as it sits right now is up front. And that's Donnie Honeycutt leading the way by about 2 truck lengths over the 54 Caleb Smith.
Caleb Smith is there, and he is going to put some pressure on Donnie, as he has been slowly, Dustin, just crawling through there. Remember, he was waiting for this door to open between the Donnie Honeycutt and Will Bustler battle at the very beginning of the race. Will fell off. Caleb quickly picked him off, and now he's within that 1 truck length A little bit faster exit speed for the 54, able to maintain the 22 here as we're looking on back from the roof camera of your race leader, Donnie Honeycutt from Ghost Motorsports.
Yeah, and you see the line variance on that. You see Donnie Honeycutt running that mid lane, about the second lane up, and the 54, Caleb Smith, elects to go a lane higher than that. But, I mean, it's good call. Get that clean air, get away from that dirty air, get that downforce on the front nose, get that rotation. I mean, you can run a multitude of different laps, and each one of them can be fast.
54 likes to go to the middle lane there. Donnie Honeycutt's going to wash up at Apex Center, which is going to slow up his lap time here. Caleb gets a great launch off of turn 2, closes that gap into half, essentially. Back to 2 truck lengths, 22 to 54. Going to complete lap 15, all 15 led by this 22 so far out of the 130 scheduled laps here this evening. And Dustin, I'm going to do a quick early plug here for us. We're at 589 subscribers on YouTube. We just need 11 to get to 600, so just wanted to quickly point that out. Please subscribe if you have not already done so. We got 12 watching on the YouTubes right now, so just click that little subscribe button while you're watching tonight's broadcast.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We know that OTSS appreciates that as well. The more eyeballs that you see on the race in action that these drivers put on each and every Tuesday night is very much appreciated on all aspects. But Jeremy, I mean, 6 or 17 laps right now that we are running. Bobby Mantle drifts way high there. You just seen that just on the outskirts of that camera shot there. But now we're starting to see drivers are starting to single file now, Jeremy. Tires are starting to set in. Some drivers have that long run set. They understand what they need to do. And now passing is going to be even more difficult. You're going to have to time it out. You're going to have to possibly wait for a mistake from that driver in front of you. So it's going to get more difficult as the laps continue on.
Yeah, let's take a look on board of our W driver cam, EJ Luna. Remember how focused he was during that cool down lap of qualifying. Let's take a look at him in his current setup here. 19 laps into this 130 lap event. Looking on, bro. Look how much that body is shaking, going through the jumps there on the dog leg. That force feedback is cranked up. And I know I run the R5, you run the R5, which is the bare bones minimum from Moza. And that thing puts out a lot of input. And I've never had my shoulders bounce around in Phoenix before. So that man's got to work out for his shoulders if he's going to do this for another 110 laps.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, it's, I mean, I know that you guys run the R5. I actually have the R9.
Look at that.
So it.
You have the R9. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I have
Look
the
at this. I forgot about that. Mr. Spoiled himself over here.
Yeah, my wife spoiled me on it. But yeah, I have to crank the force feedback down, especially with those 2 labrum tears. Otherwise, that wheel will literally tear my arm off. So it's for real. But I mean, you see the focus on that. I mean, this man doesn't blink. I swear.
Watch his body, man.
Look at that, right going down the apron. Look at that
Bam,
thing.
bam.
No, you know what that is, Jeremy?
That's a great view for
No,
this racetrack.
it's I think he actually has the like a partial motion rig on that. Like that whole seat is moving.
Okay, let's take a look at it. We're going to highlight EJ Luna some more here for our W Caffeine team member tonight. I know we have Mantle. We'll try to highlight him where we can, but let's watch the whole seat. The whole body, regardless, is moving.
No,
I think that's just
that's just the wheel. Okay, it was just
That's
the way
just
that
his
his
wheel.
body was moving. So yeah,
I need to move my R5 up to an R11 or something, just for the funsies, but that's another day and another dollar to be found. But that was a great view there from EJ Luna. Appreciate him for firing up the camera, not just tonight, but multiple times throughout this whole season. Bobby Mansell has been doing it from the... Oh, hold on to it there, Ronnie Hurst. They're loose, trying to get underneath Clark, I do believe. Yeah, in the 31. They bounce around through this dog leg. Here's the medium to long run setting in here, Dustin, where the tires are falling off. Some are succeeding, some are not. And this is going to cause some good side-by-side racing as this run continues.
yeah, and it really is. You know, we know some drivers are better at saving their tires than others. I can tell you, Jeremy, I am one that is just dog trash at saving tires. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the mentality of, hey, don't push it so hard when I see the other drivers pulling away. It's super tough, man. So, I mean, hats off to drivers that have that ability to manage and save tires, keep them cool, keep the wear patterns low. Man, it's tough.
Good old Matt Keach that we talk to quite often here, one of our buddies, joining us on the YouTube side as we have 15 currently watching. Thank you guys for joining in here so far. 25 laps out of the scheduled 130. All green flag, which OTSS would not have it any other way. This is what they're known for, is good hard racing all the way through with very minimal cautions. As you're riding on the A pillar, looking back at Steven Abbaset, truck number 2, as he gets a little loose off of turn 2 there.
Yeah, I got real close to Polly Torrance as we were riding on board with Polly. And it just, that air just upset it, got a little loose, had to back it down a little bit, lost all that momentum there. But this group here, this is for 15th on back, has been battling pretty hard. Up front, Jeremy, still the same thing. 22 of Donnie Honeycutt still leading the way, and he has stretched his gap out over the 54 of Caleb Smith. Now over 1.1 seconds split difference between the double deuce of Donnie Honeycutt and the 54 Caleb Smith.
Let's highlight some of our biggest movers in the first 30 laps of this event here, presented by the Shirtitudes. As you go to nerditudes.com or nerditudes.gg/nerdswag, and you're going to find the Shirtitudes there on the left-hand side. That's some of our nerdy t-shirts and our official gear. But Brad Miner, Jacob Grant, Jackson Clark up 3 positions. Caleb Smith, who's in second place, is up 2. And so is Jason Pick. In the 53 truck, he is up 2 positions, currently holding that third place. So just some of our movers early on in this race without strategy. This is just pure speed out of these drivers. And so we're going to showcase that as we continue to log laps here around Phoenix Raceway.
Yeah, and it's so tough, Jeremy, to pass at this track. I mean, it really is, especially on the longer runs when those tires start getting worn in, the temperatures start coming up. These things get, I mean, just wicked, greasy, slick. We've already seen a number of drivers kind of get loose and have to back out. Speaking of it, there's your third place driver, Jason Pick, got loose coming out of turn 2. I mean, it's difficult. It's very tough. And I mean, these drivers are putting on a hell of a show right now.
And here we go, lap 30 underway here. So we're at the 100 laps to go mark in this race. Remember, the fuel mileage is around 78 laps, give or take a few, depending on how you work the throttle around Phoenix. So it's going to be a one-stopper through and through. If we go green to checkered flag without that yellow flappy fabric thing, as we keep adding adjectives and verbs to describe said caution flag. Speaking of yellow, nice segue here, Dustin. Thank you for that. Yellow truck, Bobby Mantle, truck number 89 here, as we're going to ride along his spoiler cam presented by Frost Buddy. And we're going to see what his struggles look like. He's not the fastest truck, man, but he is searching. Look at this. He's up there trying to brush the marbles off, do a late apex cut down to the bottom half to really straighten out the exit for turn 2, which is a great move there. As we're going to go now to his dashboard camera on the passenger side of his truck, looking at the back of the 6 from Old Dogs Racing, Polly Torrance. And there's your Twisted Speed setups in truck telemetry as well. Just under half the fuel used so far in this 32 lap run.
Yeah, and at 78 laps estimated, Jeremy, there's it's 130 laps is the distance. If they go flag to flag, which we know that OTSS is known for the number of flag to flag races they have, it's a one-stopper. One-stopper. These drivers are going to push it. Big run there by the 89 of Bobby Mantle. He dives it way down to the inside, back up. He's going to go side by side. Doesn't clear Polly Torrance, but he's going to try to dive it off into that turn 1. Polly Torrance trying to hold to that outside, but gives it up there. Bobby Mantle, P15.
How much that truck just bounced through that dog leg. We saw it through EJ Luna's body, but watching, he just skims the wall there just a little bit. He's done that, 5 times prior tonight, but these trucks are just bouncing so hard off the apex. They're coming out of the dog leg, especially. Going into it, not too terrible, but coming out of it, it's just a huge jump there in the apron and the degrees of track right there, and we're going to kind of cycle the camera around a little bit. Here's the 94 Joshua Altus chasing down the 45 Tyler Honeycutt, who's down 2 positions.
Is it Joshua Altus or is it Ricky Allen Jr.?
I don't know who Ricky Allen Jr. is. I've never talked to him. Who is she? I don't know who she is. I mean, well, answer me this question: which one's the better driver, Ricky Allen Jr. or Joshua Altus? That's who I'm gonna call.
Oh, my money's on Ricky Allen Jr. all day.
Okay, so Ricky Allen Jr. out here sitting in second place, doing a fantastic job out here, searching for lanes. By the way, going high, going low. Ricky's he's looking, man.
Yeah, and like I said, we have a lot that's going on right now. The 53 Jason Pick, who has held that 3rd position since about 12 laps into this race, is now under battle and under pressure from the 11 of Will Bussler. Will Bussler trying to sit here and get his way around. So, again, battle for Nerd TV podium up for grabs. The 11 of Will Bussler gets real close, packs air on that left rear of the 53. He's going to dive it into the corner here. Going to try to clear the 53 of Jason Pick.
We got a wreck in the back. First caution of the night, number 36, hard to the wall, Jared Hammond off of turn 2. That truck is virtually destroyed. Let's see if we can get this thing rolling here as we go to the Nerd TV replay to see what happened on lap 38, first caution of the night. Comes up to Jonathan Hammond. Hammond versus Hammond. And we're going to have a Hammond self-spin as the other Hammond bounces off the wall, smashes the left front, and then just comes to a park there. Now, Dustin, last week we had a lot of issues with the drivers turning hard left. And so kind of seeing his truck with the wheel pointed hard left right there almost had me thinking, was there another Fanatec issue, which was diagnosed last week? But no, he just got loose this time around.
Yeah, there was counter steering.
Lost the grip.
Yeah. Well, and I think what was happening was he was turning it down to keep it off of Jonathan Hammond as they were running close, and the truck just gave out. It just let loose.
Yeah, it let loose, and crew members are going to have to let loose over the pit wall here to service the vehicles for the first time. That means we're going to take our picture-in-picture commercial break for the first time there. Actually, you know what? We're going to let Dustin play with his fancy toys. Latest pit cycle. We're going to go through this before we do that, because I'm kind of curious to see how this works in real time. Everybody on pit road, and if you did not pit, well, you're asking for trouble, or you're on a hope and a prayer. As we're going to watch the 22 Honeycutt get to his stall, see who can make or break this pit cycle, because this is probably one of very few pit attempts to get your stuff right.
Yeah, and what this race off pit road shows is the amount of time on pit road and the amount of time in the box, and it's going to tell you what they've taken. Everybody taking 4 tires, obviously. And it's going to tell you where they come out. So far, everybody is coming out even. No gains or losses. Jeremy, I mean, that's a clean pit exit right there. I mean, no gains, no losses for your top 15 at least. That's solid pit work.
Yeah, 1,000% there. Great stuff there. 36 continued to sit on pit road, getting all of his damages taken care of there. But Donnie Honeycutt leading every single lap. And with this pit cycle being under caution, allows him to continue to lead every single lap. Pace truck lights are off. We're going green flag. This next time by, your top 5 is going to be Donnie Honeycutt, Caleb Smith, Will Bussler, Jason Pick, Tyler Honeycutt, virtually unchanged from the moment the caution flew. And so, we're going to get a nice little restack up here. We're going to have 89 laps to go. The fuel window 78, so there's about a 12 lap discrepancy. So we're still guaranteed 1 pit stop, whether it be under caution or under green flag. So the loose trucks in the beginning of the run, loose trucks at the end of the run, and if you're trying to overcorrect for looseness, you get tight. We've seen a lot of drivers hit turn 2 wall especially. So let's see what kind of changes they do behind the wheel to gear up for the first restart of the night on lap 42. 3, 2, 1, Green flag is in the air. 22 with a great launch there over Caleb Smith. Will Bustler's going to try to shortcut in the bottom and take second place.
Yeah, I mean, excellent start by everybody there. Will Bustler tries to take over second place, does clear the 54. He's got second place locked in, but the 54, Caleb Smith, trying to battle back. And actually, Will Bustler going to go to the inside of Donnie Honeycutt. This is the most pressure Donnie has had all race long. Side-by-side battle as they dive off into the corner.
2x2x2. Will gets a little loose. Can he take the lead for the first time? No, by 2/1000ths of a second. Still belongs to Donnie Honeycutt, keeping that stat. Good battle here. Will trying to do everything. They're 3 wide. AJ Luna up the middle, right behind these two drivers. Our 3 drivers having a little bit of a breakaway themselves. Donnie with a great launch off of turn 2 secures not only Will Bustler taking the lead. Caleb Smith is going to take second place as we focus on the 45, 24, and all them that were 3 wide a moment ago, back to 2 wide.
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't know where you want me to focus, man. There's racing action everywhere. There's battles for P2 and battles for the lead. 3 wide back here for about 7th. I mean, these guys are just laying it out here. Fresh tires. They know they got the grip, and they're trying to gain every position possible. But, Jeremy, looks like that 3 wide has kind of worked itself out.
Oh! Sorry, Donnie Honeycutt, race leader loose off a turn 4, and he's going to give up the race lead off his self-doing here. Caleb Smith for the first time with a lead change on lap 45.
Yeah, we're going to go back and watch that as he gets down there, and you see brakes loose right there. Wheels it, excellent save, uses that apron and the dog leg all the way down to try to minimize the damage caused, but man, that's tough. He went from first place to 6th place on that slide, and that's not what the Double Deuce wants.
No, he's got to get that back now. He knows there's strong competition up here for the race lead. We're looking at 2 and 3 wide, and to excuse Dustin here, this is one of those races, one of those tracks where you just put your camera wherever you want to, and we're going to try to follow it because there's action all the way through the field here. We're almost 3 wide again off of turn 3 and 4. Ronnie Hurst up to the top, 15 DJ into the bottom. They're scattering. Jackson Clark rather goes to the very bottom there. 3 wide there, puts the 15 in the middle.
Yeah, 15 in the middle, and that is some hairy stuff now. Jackson Clark down low, Ronnie Hurst up top, still 3 wide. Wall contact, Ronnie Hurst knocks the wall down. Door contact between DJ Honeycutt, Jackson Clark, still 3 wide as they go through the corner, Jeremy.
Donnie Honeycutt drops back all the way to 6th place at the moment as Caleb Smith continues to lead this thing, and we're still 2-3 wide deep in this portion of the field. Jackson trying to not slide up into the 15 DJ's door here into turn 1 and 2. Able to stay clear of that. Goes back to the spoiler camera presented by Frost Buddy, and it looked like Clark and DJ both loose off exit of turn 2. And there's Ronnie, goes from the top of the track last lap to the bottom. Oh, Bobby Mantle wicked loose there off the corner 4.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are laying it out, Jeremy, and the dirty air right now is all over the place as these drivers are just cutting and slicing every opportunity they can. Any hint of daylight, they are trying to do it. Oh, hard contact, Bobby Mantle into the outside wall, as well as the 72 of Jonathan Gaston as they exited that corner.
Yeah, Bobby Mantle is just continuing to have struggles here this evening. Trying to figure out Phoenix International Raceway here is looking at some of these drivers. Brad Miner on your screen right now on the 46, leading his teammate in this portion of the field, which is about 10th place. Little wall contact there again off of turn 2, very common theme here as we're now 50 laps completed, 80 laps to go in the Burn It Down Podcast 130 presented by Ricky and Rouse.
Yes, Ricky Allen Jr. and Ross the Boss Tatum. He's not going to live that down. Now, that's
Ross
his
the house.
Ross the Hoss.
With
So-
my Twinkies.
Oh man, you can't do that, man. That's Hostess and Little Debbie, man. That's can't.
Hey, listen, I don't have a
that's like
package on my
that's like
doorstep.
loose again. 22, Donnie Honeycutt, same corner, Jeremy.
Yeah, same corner. I did get my products wrong, and that was kind of intentional because I don't have a package at my door yet. So
This is
Still
true.
waiting.
This is true, Haas. Haas, if you're
I don't
watching.
have any. Yeah, I don't have connections yet, man.
I don't think any of us
Look-
have
look-
connect.
We need to make this official. I know Ross has connections. So
That's it,
We're
Ross.
waiting.
That's it. Come on, let's work out. Let's get a sponsorship for Nerditudes and Little Debbie, man. I mean, that's like a match made in heaven.
yeah, the little nerdies up here in the booth
That's right.
watching OTSS drive around a 1 mile track. Sorry, 1.01 mile track. If you're measuring that, random fact or random question: do they measure the track from the center of the racing lane or the outside?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I think it's from my gut tells me it's from the middle of the track, but I personally think it's from the outside wall. Because
I
it
always thought
kind
it
of
was from the
matters
inside.
because if you do it from the inside, you're under a mile. If you do it from the outside, you're over a mile at this track because it's right at the 1 mile mark. So, you guys on the YouTube side, I'm not going to Google it, but I'll have one of you guys answer that for me here. Do they measure it from the inside, middle, or outside? It has to be a standard on all tracks. It can't just be driver owner or track owner at will doing it. So,
I
That's what
always
kinda
thought
stuff.
I always thought they measured it by the shortest distance around the track.
okay. Well, if it's the shortest distance, then it's a mile regardless. At Phoenix, anyways, more wall contact there for turn 2. Yeah, us being the nerds, we're gonna continue to accumulate our stat book of knowledge, which mine's only on page 1 out of 50 that I can write in still. Dustin's got way more than I've got filled in, but
Don't let him fool you guys. He's on page 1, but he's on his like 4th book. So it's don't let him fool you.
yikes! Imagine. $4, man. I know how to win in a Ferrari 296 challenge race.
Yeah, you do. Been tearing up that Ferrari stuff, and tell you what, some of these drivers been tearing up those right door panels, man. These walls are not forgiving at all.
All right. Robert Martin settles it. NASCAR oval track lengths are not measured from the inside or top lane. Instead, they are measured. The measurement is taken along a single line located exactly 15 feet from the outside wall.
Wow, that is very specific and such a weird place to measure it. But
15 feet. That's
weird.
yeah. There's gotta
I
be a
don't- I
reason
don't-
for that.
There has to be. But I mean, it's thank you, Robert Martin Race Control for OTSS. Signed on again for next season, so much appreciate you doing the fact checking for us. But yeah, that's a weird way to do it. I don't know.
Right.
That's just
So, if they cut the dog leg, they're driving less than a mile. If you don't cut the dog leg, you are probably still less than a mile because most of these guys are on the inside portion of the track, not the outside. So, it is a mile length, but not to these guys as they drive it along here lap after lap. Caleb Smith still leading the thing, top 3 breaking out. EJ Lunu, one of our W drivers, are, I guess you can call him our double D if you want. Giggity. Running P4 here tonight with Joshua Altus right behind him.
yeah, he's getting a lot of pressure from that 94 Joshua Altus right now. But again, big moves there by the 24, up 6 spots from where he started. Your other big movers, Jacob Grant, back there right now in P6, up 7 spots, and Jonathan Hammond in P8. Well, about to be P9 as Tyler Honeycutt dives it down there. He's up 7 spots as well. Those are some of your biggest movers right there, Jeremy.
Yeah, 100% here. As let's look at some of our other stats that we can kind of throw around as we continue to log laps here. As we're getting close to the halfway mark in the next 5 laps, we'll be halfway done with this event. Twisted Speed setups. Lap leaders. Donnie Honeycutt, of course, 43. He gave it up with a little looseness off of turn 4 early into the restart. Caleb Smith was 17, and look at that. Will Bustler. I don't know what lap it was. He snuck in 1 lap, so driver number 11 technically has a lap, which he, by the way, is putting a lot of pressure on Caleb to get back to that point. So 3 leaders so far in the first 62 laps, and here we go, side-by-side race lead.
Yeah, and it was that first time that Donnie got loose. Will was in second place and took that spot over, and then Caleb Smith came up and made that pass. But side-by-side battle for the race lead. Will Bustler dives it way low there, comes back up, side-by-side still. off into turn 1, give a little bit of the edge to the 11 right now as they're running, but that 54, Caleb Smith, not giving it up lightly.
Yeah, this is a fantastic battle, still side by side, over 1 lap plus of back action between these two drivers. Will's gonna get a little loose. I think he's gonna get him this time. He does not, by 1/100th of a second. 54, Caleb Smith still holds onto the race lead, but Will this time looking strong into turn number 1. He's gonna drive up the track all he can. Gonna get right to the door panel of the 54. Drives it deep into turn 3. Not gonna do it this time. Caleb Smith gonna keep that lead for at least one more lap.
Yeah, and these guys are battling it hard right now. You've seen that little bit of side draft to try to slow it up to prevent the 54 Caleb Smith from clearing Will Bussler side by side. If they go through the corner, this drive off is going to be important, but they're still going to be neck and neck and give the edge to that high side run to the 54 Caleb Smith.
Great chance here. Will, does he have it? Not going to be this time. Caleb gets the great launch off the corner, even though Will's going to try to shortcut the dog leg once more, as Jason Peck is putting himself into the picture here, as they got the highlight new leader. They bouncing back and forth. They're all over the place, but this 53 truck, he's ready, man. He wants to lead some laps here tonight.
Yeah, and the more that Will Bussler and Caleb Smith were battling, all that did was draw that 53 closer and closer. And what was a 2-truck race for the lead is now a 3-truck race for the lead, as Jason Pick is right there ready to pounce.
He is ready for the pickings, if you will, as he's just waiting. They got a little single file right now, so this is maybe the time where that 53 Jason Pick might start making some moves to put himself into second position. He's got the time here. He's got to move his nose out of the dirty air. He's got to change it up a little bit if he wants to take a good launch at it. But looking at EJ Luna trailing the 94 of Altus, and he has competition right behind him. Jason Pick hits the outside wall, turn number 1 heavy there, as he's going to lose 3+ truck lengths over the race leaders.
Yeah, and then Joshua Altus did the same thing. And yeah, we were battling. We had 2 good battles, 3-truck battles there. We had 1st through 3rd battling it out, and then we had 4th through 6th battling it out. And then if you go further back, you've got 7th through 9th battling it out. Like little 3-truck packs going on here. And this one here has got Tyler Honeycutt, Donnie Honeycutt, and Jonathan Hammond on that top side as they're duking it out.
Yeah, there's some good battles all the way through here. Looking at Hammond versus Tyler Honeycutt. Contact door to door there right before turn 3. Both trying to set themselves up for success in the
He has to
corner.
back way out. Oh.
Yeah, they're taking the air off each other's spoilers and noses, and it's going to cause some tightness between these two. And this time the 92 is going to go a little high up the track. He's going to give up entrance. Can he get it back on exit? He is got it. He's got the move. Tyler has to cut down there, and it's going to be back to the 92. Good, strong run off the top of 1 and 2. But 3 and 4, where you see a little more success on the bottom. Hammond not giving it up, though. Tied at the line, essentially.
Yeah, these guys neck and neck, Jeremy, and they've been running so close right now. We've already seen a couple door contacts between them as they've been running. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's how long can drivers keep this up before the tires finally scream at them?
Yeah, we'll find out right there. You can see it screaming as he slides up the track there. Cycling back to second place. Could be your race leader here soon. Will trying everything to get himself to the point. Having a hell of a time passing the 54 Caleb Smith as we're on lap 72 of the 130. Technically, Dustin, these guys can come down pit road now and make it to the end if they so choose to do so. But we'll see how long they run it through the fuel cycle before they eventually come down pit road. But 45, Tyler Honeycutt still trying over Hammond. Oh, he's so close, Dustin. That was about, what, 6 inches away from clearance?
Yeah, he was right there. He's getting a little draft push. Draft doesn't factor as much into this track, but it can help at certain points. Does he have enough for the slide job? He does. Slide job right in front of the 92 of Jonathan Hammond.
Got him that time. Sets himself up there for turn 3. Nice and clean. And there we go. There's the 45. Now look at the guy who was your fastest guy all night long until he lost it. Got himself in a little bit of dirty air. Truck's been loose ever since. Looks like he's finally found some speed here in the middle part of this run. Gonna try to go underneath the 92 Hammond. Takes a little air off the spoiler of that truck. Almost made the pass effort down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 now. He's going to have to set himself up here again, as we're now on lap 75 of the scheduled 130.
Yeah, excellent racing. Back up front, Will Bustler back onto the attack again, trying to get around side by side are the 11 and 54 for the 472nd time since we went back. Green flag racing, it seems like. These two drivers, man, they are duking it out.
Yeah, this is a fantastic battle here. And curious to see how much longer Caleb Smith can hold him off here. He's got a ton of time. There's still a lot of fuel left in these trucks before the pit stop. So we're looking over the A-pillar post here. Oh, he gives up the corner there on exit. Will, though, had to slide up the track for corner exit. Couldn't take advantage of the mistake there from Caleb. Caleb leaves the door open. Will's going to put his nose right there and see what he can't do. And he's got a decent effort here to throw it into turn 1. What will he do with this run? Caleb's going to give him a truck length and a half to the inside. You can clearly see it's a tough battle here. It's been this way for 20-plus laps. There's some action on the back half of the field too, but this is for your race lead and probably the best battle overall.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the 54 Caleb Smith running an excellent defensive line right there. He gets that high line run there, and he chokes up the 11 on corner exit. The 11 drifts up. He gets real close to him, really gets that side draft, and the 11 has to choke up to prevent drifting back up into the 54. Classic textbook defensive race line.
Yeah, this is just fantastic stuff here being produced here from OTSS, specifically Caleb Smith and Will Bustler right now. But this guy, I was going to mention him about a couple laps ago. Where did he come from? Joshua Altis. He started 8th, currently 3rd. He was not in the picture the first 20 laps into the restart, but here we are 2/3 into this thing, and he has found some long run speed like no other. He has passed Jason, EJ Luna, Jacob Grant, a lot of the fast guys here this evening. And just like that, he is in line, ready to take second or even first place away from these drivers.
Yeah, and I mean, I was thinking the same thing. That's why we were covering the battle, and I seen that burn it down on the hood. I was like, where did he come from? As he was back there battling EJ Luna for 6th place, and all of a sudden now he's up here. I mean, just right on the tailpipe exhaust of the 11 of Will Bustler.
Here we go, splitting them up the middle here, 3 wide. He's got a glimpse of what he could possibly do there at the line that time. 92 100s. Caleb Smith still leads the thing, except for turn number 1, where Will Bustler is going to take it, but Joshua Altis, he's going to try to shift the 54 back to P3 just like that, and for the 3rd lead change of the night. Will back to the point for the 2nd time, leading some laps here.
Yeah, and while he's leading, side-by-side battle between Smith and Altis. Altis has that good run there. He's got him cleared. He can slide it. Mark 94. Altis up to P2. Now he sets his sights on the 11 of Will Bustler. And Jeremy, all of that racing is just closing in. Everybody else. Now you got Jason Pick catching the draft in the tailwind, pulling up both Jacob Grant, EJ Luna, and Tyler Honeycutt. So now what was a 3-truck battle is now a 7-truck battle.
We're not going to be able to thank our sponsors at all if they keep racing like this. So I have to interject. OTSS is sponsored by Empower Ed Research Institute. And then we're going to cycle through a couple of our picture-in-picture commercials right afterwards. So stay tuned as we take a little breather. I'll let you guys watch these trucks go around Phoenix.
Education has the power to transform lives, and Empower Ed Research Institute is helping lead the way. Through research, innovation, and collaboration, we work to strengthen education, expand opportunity, and spark positive change in schools and communities. Empower Ed Research Institute, powering the future of learning. Reach out and become a part of the movement.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair, now available.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And back to full screen here. A lot of pit stops have happened since we went to that commercial cycle there. And right now, the 53, Jason Pick, your current race leader, as I'm not going to count the full cycles as your leaders, but the 53's led enough. We'll count it at this moment in time. Jason Pick leading Donnie Honeycutt, Caleb Smith there in P3. Jackson Clark. Oh, sorry. I got that. Oh, no, Donnie! He's got loose and shoved the 54. Caleb Smith deep down there on the dogleg portion of the track. As Caleb's actually one lap down on the fresh set. We're waiting on the 5 drivers to pit. That's Jason, Donnie, DJ, Jackson, Jonathan Gaston. Caleb's your first truck that has pitted. And so he almost got cleaned out there by the 22, who was on old tires. Man, that was a save.
Yeah, I mean, he got loose right there. 54 had to check up, had to dive it way low. I mean, he's at like a 30-degree angle cutting down there. Super close. Excellent save by the 22. Good heads-up driving by the 54. Man, that could have been bad.
Yeah, that was quite intense there. Thankfully, the 54 had some fresh rubber to turn sharp and hook the truck without spinning it there as we're watching the 31. Jackson Clark, he gives up his position on tracks. The 4 drivers left to find themselves down pit road as we are a lap away from lap 100, which will put us at 30 laps to go. Not this time, but next time by. Nobody taking pit road this time as we're watching EJ Luna trying to scatter through. Passing the 53. Remember, not for position. EJ Luna has made his pit stop. Jason Pick has not. There goes Jacob Grant flying through on those fresh set of Goodyear tires.
Yeah, Jacob Grant flying it right there. Your AI Chief pit stop report right now. Your top 4 have not pitted. Still out there running. That's Jason Pick, Donnie Honeycutt, DJ Honeycutt, and Jonathan Gaston still out there since the last time they were on pit road. 59 laps, soon to be 60 laps ago.
Not Donnie Honeycutt and DJ Honeycutt. Gave it up. They are on pit road. And 53 Jason Pick is calling his shot here for pit road. So Jason will give up the race lead this time around. And that's going to leave 1 driver left. Jonathan Gaston, who's out there right now. Does he come down pit road this time? No. 72 will stay out at least another lap. So Jonathan Gaston, for the moment, will be your new race leader.
Yeah, and the Victory Fuel new leader alert popping up for you guys out there as well. And again, Jonathan Gaston going to be the last driver to pit. If he does pit, Jeremy, I mean, he's going to have to. I don't think they got enough fuel for it.
No way.
There's no way. I mean, 30 laps to go. If he's been saving, I mean,
Remember, I said it was 12 lap difference between what was estimated and what the lap count was. 89 laps on the restart with a 78 lap fuel margin.
It might be doable. It might be doable.
Okay, I'm gonna compare some lap times. We'll just see if he's saving or not. We'll entertain this idea. He was running mid 28, low 28s, high 27s at the start of this race, and he's running 29 1s, 28 7s. I don't think that's a saving lap. Here's your Frost buddy versus buddy section here of the show, where we're going to compare 2 drivers, and Jonathan Gaston, Caleb Smith. That is P1, P2, guy with fresh tires, guy without fresh tires. And he is going to catch him in 18 laps, now 17 based on the averages, as he's gaining almost a second a lap.
Yeah, it's right now. 2 of those laps were at over 1 second gain, then 0.6 of a second, 0.7 of a second, 0.8 of a second. I mean, Caleb Smith is gaining a lot right now. And based on calculations, 18 laps, he'll catch him, 27 to go. But we do know these tires will eventually equalize, Jeremy. The question is when does that fall off take place here at Phoenix?
Yeah, it's about a halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way through the fuel cycle, where you kind of just are at that plateau portion. It might still trickle off a little bit because it is a short track, but all in all, it does plateau about 2/3 in, and you're seeing, at least on my end, I'm seeing the 72 running very consistent laps in that upper 28-second bracket. He had one miscue of a 29.1, but everything else for the past looks like 12 laps has all been within a tenth or two of each other. So as he's got some traffic passing him around, a lot of trucks scattered to the inside there. I don't see it, but I mean, he's got the time. Does he want to put the effort in? Jonathan Gaston's not been a contender tonight at all, so maybe he's hoping to steal something here of the show.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we have called a race that was won on pit strategy. We see it time and time again, Jeremy. But right now, I mean, we're going to pull up the track map here at Phoenix, and look at that. Green flag pit stops almost complete. We have to say almost because Jonathan Gaston still out there on his set of tires that he had a long time ago. But 3/4 of that track all filled up, and that's a mix of lap down lap down trucks rather, trucks that got their lap back or at the tail end. Now they're trying to race their way back around. It's crazy right now.
The Lorax on YouTube just simply says no way. That is referring to Jonathan Gaston's maybe somewhat attempt to running this thing to the end without a pit stop, as we're watching Will Bustler versus EJ Luna. As EJ hits the wall there before entrance turn number 1. It's one of those deals where you're just paying attention to the truck around you. You're not paying attention to the wall surrounding, setting yourself up for the corner, and it's very common for a driver, especially in the virtual world, to slap the wall here. It does not hurt the truck at all. You're just going to scrape some paint off the thing.
Oh!
Here's a little moment in the race here. 3 wide.
Wow!
Tyler Honeycutt, Jonathan Hammond, Bobby Mantle causing some scares out here.
Oh, that was the 92 drifted up, pushed the 45 up. Bobby Mantle took advantage of that. Now Bobby Mantle overshot the corner entry. Now the 92 Hammond going to try to take it to the inside. Not going to have enough. And now 45 Tyler Honeycutt going to try to battle. Not going to have enough on that outside. And yeah, it's Lorax. I don't think it's possible, but I'm telling you, at almost 500 productions with Jeremy up here in the booth, we have seen some crazy stuff take place that we didn't think was ever possible.
Yeah, what's the exact count? I know we're like within 15, under 15. I think it's this time 488, 487 or 488. I think is the official number. But I know definitely not that counting.
487. I think tonight is 487.
So 487. So we got this one, and then we have 12 more after to hit 500. Stretching 4 years. Kind of nuts. We were branded way before that even, but 4 years plus of the broadcasting stuff, and every once in a while we still get a surprise here and there, and here we go, lap 112 underway. Still no sign of pitting from the 72. Jonathan Gaston, you see the ticker there on the overall horizontal pile. The number 2, Steven, I think bounced off the wall there, but 9.6 is the gap between the race leader and second place. Altis, not Caleb Smith. Altis, man, this guy is I guess pun intended. It's always pun intended, but this man's on fire right
now. There it was. Yeah, pun definitely intended, but yeah, I mean, he's on the move. I mean, that's 9.3 is the difference right now. 18 laps to go in tonight's event. Jonathan Gaston currently trying to hold and maintain that lead over the 94 of Ricky Allen Jr. I mean, Joshua Altis. And Altis is, I mean, he's moving. Caleb Smith has fallen back now by quite a bit, and he's going to be coming under attack from the 11 of Will Bustler and the 27 of Jacob Grant. And these 3 trucks going to start duking it as we have a Houdini act by Caleb Smith. Didn't know we had a magician out there either, but he's back.
Yeah, he's there. Look at him. Just trying to mix the pot a little bit here up here in the top 5, as we got a great battle between these 3 trucks. Nose to tail they go, and 72, Jonathan Gaston throwing in the towel. going to pit on lap 115. This will complete the fuel cycle here. And Joshua Altis or Ricky Allen, whoever that might be, I'm not too sure. I guess we deemed Ricky was the faster driver of the two. So Ricky Allen's going to take the lead here on lap 116. 15 laps. And Dustin, not to throw in some more stats here, but this would be 3 of 4 races won for Altis if he can complete this race. This would be 4 wins straight for the team of S&B Motorsports, and this is their sponsored event. So, what would be the odds of that?
You're not turning into a conspiracy theorist, are you?
I never do, but you gotta point to the stats when they present themselves. And
Robert Martin,
looking like a strong contender right now.
I think Robert Martin is shouting you out a little bit. I think that comment was for you, Jeremy. It says, just shake it off. Shake it off, my guy.
Woo-hoo-hoo to complete that. Unbelievable. These guys.
Absolutely
Robert.
love the camaraderie, though. But no, I mean, it would be crazy if Joshua Altis can pull this off. But right now, I mean, Will Bustler is tracking. He's tracking pretty hard. We're going to bring up our buddy versus buddy again, kind of see where it's at. As it sits right now, there is no gain on it. He's actually losing.
He's virtually tired.
Yeah, virtually tied, losing roughly about 200th of a second right there. And as it updates, Jeremy, match pace. They are a virtual tie on the telemetry side.
Yeah, so there's got to do something, or there's got to be something that's got to change between these two drivers to have anything. As I have a fantastic sneeze right there. I'm sorry, I had to mute the mic for that. But, yeah, there's got to be something that's got to alter this race, or else it's going to be Joshua's. As we get 11 laps to go this time around here for the Burn It Down Podcast 130, and 94 going to the top. Everybody else, actually, Dustin, a lot of the top drivers are running that second, third lane, even fourth lane. Look at Mantle and Jonathan Hammond up there.
Yeah, a lot of them shifted up to that lane. See a lot of speed there. Oh, almost an attempted crossover there from the 92 of Hammond. I don't know if it was attempted crossover or it looked like the truck could have got a little loose trying to turn it away from the wall. But these guys here have been really trying to duke it out. But everybody else has just been spread out, Jeremy. I mean, it's green flag pit stops. This is what we expect to see on long green flag runs. I mean, your biggest battle is probably going to be this one right here. That's going to be Bobby Mantle, Donnie Honeycutt, Jonathan Hammond, and DJ Honeycutt as well. Oh man, nose cut off right there by Bobby Mantle on Donnie Honeycutt. Donnie's going to try to dive it way down to try to get that run there. And this is probably one of your closest battles right now, as there's still right at a second difference between your leader and second place.
And I love the fact that Bobby Mantle right now running inside the top 10. He has had struggles all night long, back outside the top 10 and 15 even. And he has somehow found some magic in the back half of this event to put himself in a top 10 position, battling the 22 Honeycutt. Hammond right behind him, DJ right behind him. 4 trucks up for grabs on their positions here with 8 laps to go. This is probably the best battle on track, I would say, overall. Here's the 15 throwing it to the bottom here, the 92, trying to take his spot.
Yeah, DJ Honeycutt dove it to the inside of Jonathan Hammond there, trying to get the run. High side prevails on that exit speed. DJ still sticking it low. Hammond drifts a little higher on that one there, and that's going to allow him. He had to choke it up a little bit on corner exit there, and now they're going to dive it through the dog leg, neck and neck as they enter turn 1.
And he's got him cleared. Does the 92 crossover here. He's going to look to do it. Does not get the throttle down in time. Going to have to file a single file behind DJ here. Going to be 6 to go at the line. And I think Will has closed the gap just a touch. It's still not going to be enough based on pace. Maybe we'll throw up the buddy versus buddy one more time just to confirm. Oh, he's all green, Dustin. Last 5 laps, he's green. He's got a 10th here, 10th there. There might be a chance.
Yeah, it's 6 laps to go. Telemetry is calculating roughly about 7 laps to catch him, but he would still have to pass him. But that could change if he gets just a little bit of the draft, a little mistake by the 94. But yes, he has been closing in on him slowly but surely. 5 laps to go. That difference between first and second now down to 0.6 of a second.
Will is
No!
caution. There was communication right before that flag flew, and someone said, "How is that not a caution?" And then it happened, and this is an iRacing thrown caution. We're gonna see
Oh!
Donnie Honeycutt. What is
Oh, please tell me that wasn't a mechanical failure.
that? Is he drove straight into the outside wall after making the inside wall contact, like it was a black screen, maybe a graphical issue. The wheel's driving fine. Oh, he just turns left. Yeah, I think he had something mechanical there, Dustin. I think it was. For me, it looks like it was a screen issue because he had a slight turn of the wheel left. And then, but when he bounced off the wall, the wheel turned hard left. And then when he hit the outs, I don't know. There was a moment where it looked like it was screen, and then it turned hard left, and then he went back to going straight. That's a mechanical issue. That's twice now in 2 weeks we've seen it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're seeing the alert pop up, Jeremy. Looks like the 15 of DJ Honeycutt got the Frost Buddy iced out end of line penalty there. So that tells me speeding down pit road is going to be the culprit on that one there. Not what you want, Jeremy, with only a handful of laps left in tonight's race. So it's going to shake some things up as well. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, this was not a moment in time where he needed to make that mistake on pit road. So
he is slow, so it looks like that the alert tracking telemetry is accurate. He is waving trucks by. So yes, DJ Honeycutt, unfortunately, pit road speeding, Frost Buddy iced out, end of line penalty. Man, that's a heartbreaker.
And Dustin, let's turn on the pit stop report presented by AI Chief. We have 4 trucks staying out because they pitted so late into that run. They decided to not take tires on this green-white checkered attempt. Well, I guess I take that back.
Jonathan Gaston is the only one that stayed out.
Wait. Okay, so why is Altus back there in 6th place? Jacob Grant beat him on pit road. The 27 coming out of nowhere, beating Altus off pit road. That's a surprise. Didn't expect to see that with a 4 versus 4. But it's the 2 tire stops that are going to be attempted here from Bobby Mantle, Jonathan Hammond, EJ Luna. So, okay, we got no tire. We got 3 2 tires, and then we got a bunch of 4 tires. So we'll see how this works. Can Gaston pull the miracle off here? Watch the tire spin, 13 laps. It's not a great deal of laps, but there's still some wear on those things. And in the restart zone, green flag is out. Green flag, green-white checker to tip number 1 underway.
Here we go. They're going to fan out, Jeremy, and look at that, like 5 wide as they go through that dog leg there. Gaston leading the way 3 by 3 as they go into turn 1. Contact made. Altus on the inside trying to cover. Altus goes around. Big time wreck there. Caution's going to come out. Oh, man.
Man, 4 wide cannot be sustained through a whole half a lap there, and it's going to end in complete chaos. With some of your fastest drivers tonight, Tyler Honeycutt, Joshua Altus is the 2 to notate there, and some others, Will Bustler. And it's all going to be... Oh, 94 got loose.
Yeah,
It all started with Joshua getting loose off the line.
94 got loose. There was a wiggle from the 24. Luna makes it through, but again, Altus contact with Bustler. Oh, Jackson Clark, hard tag and whip around. Oh, Tyler Honeycutt going to get collected in that as well. Man.
So Tyler's actually the one who bumped the 94 of Altus after he straightened it out. He gets loose. Tyler tags him. And then that's what's going to ship everyone to the outside wall, and that's going to come back to Tyler, even though it was not intentional. It was just a massive checkup, nowhere to go. We're going to see the 45
Oh,
Bonk.
Tyler had no choice. The 6
No
and
choice
Polly
at all.
Torrance came in there. I mean, the 45 was just done. Brad Miner, heavy impact. Steven Abbassett gets a piece of it as well. Oh, man. Big time implications, Jeremy. Big time implications.
You half the field going to have some type of damage after this one. This is only our third caution of the night. And it's going to be to set up green-white checkered attempt number 2. 2 of 3, so we get 3 total. So, how do we feel about Jonathan Gaston's chances now? Some of the fast guys just got taken out. A good chunk of them, right? I think Jacob Grant might be the one to watch on the 4-tire stop, of course. Caleb Smith, who's been fast on the short run, can he pass 5 trucks? Can Mantle somehow, with all the damage he sustained tonight from bouncing off the turn 2 wall, can he somehow grip up his tires on this restart with his 2 tires to... This is going to get even more chaotic. That was a very chaotic restart, by the way, but there's still a lot of different things that could go wrong, potentially, or great, depending on who we're talking about here.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, they spanned out, 5, 6 wide there going through the dog leg. They were 3 by 3 and then 4 by 3 going through turns 1 and 2. It was very chaotic how it is. I mean, if Jonathan Gaston can get a restart like what he had last time, and they can make it to the white flag, he might have a chance on that. But, I mean, EJ Luna, Jonathan Hammond, they're back there on 4 tires. Those tires are probably warmed up at this point in time. They're going to be hungry. And with that dog leg being open and they can dive down there, Jeremy, this is going to get interesting.
Here we go. Restart number 2 or number 3. Here we go, and then it's going to be a clean start there from the 72. No tire spent, but EJ Luna with a fantastic launch there. Going to send it 3 wide for the race lead. Does he go 2 for 1 special? 72 no grip.
Man.
Caleb Smith gonna just destroy some more trucks. Caleb Smith had all the speed.
All the speed.
I don't think he recognized how much checking up the 72 of Gaston had to do. That truck got stupid tight, and Caleb just misjudged the corner.
Oh, man. He pulled to the inside there. I mean, look at the speed and the closing rate. Clobbered the 72 as he was in the middle 3 wide. Took out Jonathan Hammond, Bobby Mantle. Holy moly. Here we go, full speed. Look at this closing rate. Look at this. Boom!
Yeah, that was at least, what, a 5... I'm going to try to get some telemetry on this on my end. That was at least a 5-mile-an-hour difference between the 72 and the 54. You hate to see it, but I know the old tires played a factor that he got so tight. He had no aero advantage because of the multiple trucks in a row in the corner, and just did them all in there. So this will be your final restart attempt.
Why don't we try to get our race leader in here? We still got 2 laps of pacing right now. Why don't we try to get our race leader in on here? EJ Luna on that move on that restart.
All right, well, haven't done that here in a green-white checkered attempt. We're gonna talk to him. Let's see if he's available in Lone Star Racing. Him and Bob Mantle in there. Yeah, let's. EJ Luna, I know it's a crucial moment in the race here. Great pass there to go from 3rd to 1st on that last restart. What are you gonna do to get this checker flag here?
See, if I gave that up to you, then I probably wouldn't win this race. So y'all are just gonna have to wait and see.
He said, "Wait and see, Dustin. What you think?"
Oh man, this guy, I love it. Build the drama, build the suspense, man. I tell you what, that was a hell of a move. We figured we had some time, we'd get you on camera here a little bit. But I tell you what, man, go out there, give them hell, and we'll see if we're not talking to you here in the victory lane.
Yeah, I'll give it my best, man. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the show.
Thanks, Sam. EJ Luna. I don't think this is the first time.
Just gonna have to wait and see,
broadcast.
man. Yeah, just gonna have to wait and see. All right, my guy. I love that. Building the drama. All right, fair enough.
Appreciate you guys This is the only time ever where we can, pull someone from the race lead into an overtime restart, by the way. A lap prior, we're going to talk to him in real time.
And have an onboard camera at the same time.
Yeah, so thank you, EJ. Hopefully the broadcaster's curse does not amplify this time. So we'll see. He's got control of the restart. He's got 2 tires. Jacob Grant just to his outside, by the way, on 4 tires. So this will be interesting. How much can he jump this start here and control? 3, 2, 1, green flag, and he gets a pretty decent launch. He's going to clear the 27 here. He's got clearance on the bottom. Jason Pick did not get going. So EJ's got solo possession of the race lead entering turn number 1. Side by, Jason's going to drive it in deep. And
Jason Pick.
24 for track a little bit.
Jason Pick coming in. He's got 4 tires. He's going to try it side by side. He still has a nose on the inside. Nose to nose as they go through the corner. Door contact between Jason Pick and EJ Luna. Now 3 wide for that one. Jason Pick, the inside white flag is out. 3 wide for second place. Jason Pick out front as he's still leading. Paulie Torrance on the inside now trying to make a run. Jacob Grant on the outside, side by side for P2. Torrance, Grant, Pick out front. You got wall contact in the back as they dive it off into turn 3. Jeremy, it looks like Jacob Grant one last chance on that outside. Jason Pick gonna hold on and win it for the Burn It Down Podcast 130.
11 starts, and this is this man's only 4th top 10 and his first top 5, let alone his first win of the season.
And Jeremy,
congrats to Jason Peck for doing everything correct late in the going to secure his first win of the year.
And Jeremy, EJ's gonna be upset with us because that one's gonna be blamed on commentator's curse because he was leading on that restart, finished just outside the podium.
He can't call us out because he's in 4th place, and we don't talk to 4th place.
No, I mean that was tough, man. But in the end, Jeremy, it literally came down to 4 tires prevailed. That's what it was. I mean, you sit here and look. I mean, Paulie Torrance was 4 tires. Jacob Grant was 4 tires. Jason Pick was 4 tires. EJ Luna was the first one on 2. That's what it boiled down to. I mean, it was 4 tires versus 2.
Yeah, that was exactly it. That was a good call. The caution after caution at the very end kind of secured the 4 tire strategy as the one to make there. We're watching Jason do all the burnouts, and I think yep, there he goes. He's just rolling back there. Do a little bit more, and here we go. Unofficial results. To recap this race, your top 10. Jason Pick, Paulie Torrance, Jacob Grant. We're talking to those 3 drivers here shortly. EJ Luna and DJ Honeycutt round out the top 5. Tyler Honeycutt in 6th. Abram Ghostin up to P7 from 21st. 14 positions for that guy. Ronnie Hurst there in 8th. Jonathan Gaston in 9th. And Steven Abased does end up in 10th. And that hard charger does go to Abram Ghostin there, up 14. Most laps led still belongs to the 22. He led the first 43 laps.
Heartbreaker.
And that secured the most laps after mechanical failure to close out the race. Such a heartbreaker, like you said. Jason Pick not only was the fastest driver by time, he was also the fastest single lap of the night with a 27.232. And then Donnie did take the pole as well, as he takes 2 of the 4 stats there on the race results page. And we got our top 3 almost ready. Jason, Paulie, Jacob. We need Jason Pick, and we're going to be good to go. He's in JP Racing, and then now he's going to be in the waiting room where he belongs because we need to talk to him.
Yeah, we do.
So, there we go. We got him in there. Post-race show presented by iRacing iFlag, and that is iRacingIFlag.com. Get yourself a physical LED system, 64 LED diodes to tell you all the flags presented on iRacing in a bright, beautiful fashion. Custom 3D printed stuff, great to add to your sim rig. And here we go. We're going to talk to 3rd place, Jacob Grant. Driver that number 27. Jacob started back in 13th place. Wasn't really a top 5 contender till the end. How'd you make it happen, man? The 4 tires, I guess, right?
Well, I drove up to like 6th or 7th, I think. in that first run, and then the caution came out, and then that kind of jumbled us back up together, and I hovered around fifth or sixth, somewhere around there. Um, and then that late caution came out, which really sucks. I thought me and Caleb had good pit strategy, but Josh and Will were just lights out tonight until the end. Late caution came out, and then you know how that happens. That stuff right there just pisses me off. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I hate late race cautions and green white checkers because it just ruins the entire vibe of the race. Um, yeah, that's all I got.
On
You
up, Dustin.
Yeah, you know what, man? I can't disagree with you. It seems like green white checkers, especially when a wind's on the line like that, it breeds more cautions, more aggressive moves, and it does, all that work that you put up to it wiped away. That's why I'm not a fan of stages either. So that's why I'm glad OTSS doesn't do stages. But I tell you what, man, I mean, all that aside, I mean, you came home P3. You got to look at the big picture here. I mean, with Ross Tatum, Ross the Boss Tatum, or as Jeremy calls him, Ross the Hoss, happened to take a provisional for tonight. You run in second in points where you were at. I mean, that's going to close that up. So how do you
Yeah, I
feel
think
going
it's
in?
I think it's gonna be like a 9 point difference going into Las Vegas. So hopefully, nothing bad happens to him on the racetrack next week. Um, hopefully we can race for it, but I would love to see somebody wreck the shit out of him. I'm gonna have to gain 9 or 10 points on him next week to win the championship. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be hard. Ross is a tank, and he is an unbelievable competitor. And whenever he gets put in high pressure situations, he always prevails. So it's going to be a high task, but I think I can do it. I just need to go win. That's ultimately the goal next week is to win, get that 5 extra points, and hope he finishes outside the top five. That'll be my only chance.
Yeah, you have a decent chance at it, man. Even if it's heads up, there's still a chance. So, yeah, I agree there with the overall the green white checker. You guys work so hard to build up these strategies, figure things out on the fly, and then just throws it completely all the way here at the end when you have to stack them up over and over. But you somehow made it up in the top three, man. So congratulations on a strong finish here this evening. Any shout outs before we let you go here tonight?
Yeah, first I'd like to thank Old Dogs for bringing me on this season. It's been a hell of a season, running second in points and having the chance at the championship next week is going to be huge for Old Dogs. Just got the news today that we got re-signed, or I got re-signed to the team next season, which is awesome. And I'm going to
Nice.
try to bring this championship home to them, and hopefully go for it again next season. Everybody who watches you guys for putting on such an amazing broadcast. I love going back and watching it. Everybody that takes part of OTSS, whether you're a driver, a fan, somebody who donates to the league, the owners, the admins, everybody. Thank you guys for putting on such an amazing league for us to come out here and showcase our talents and have a good time racing. And last but not least, my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, Caitlin. I love you.
As always, there you go. All right, P3 finisher Jacob Grant here tonight, going for the trophy next week at Las Vegas. Good luck to you, sir. Maybe we'll talk
Thanks.
to you then. That was Jacob Grant there, driving the number 27. Now we're going to bring in Mr. Paulie Torrance. We don't get to talk to these two guys coming up too often. Who this is his only second top five of the year, or of the season rather. Second top five, and it's going to be his second place finishing interview. Mr. Paulie Torrance, congrats, man. You started ninth. So you're up 7 positions. So job well done getting up through the field there. And pretty fun race from our view. What do you think about your end tonight?
I won't say it was the most fun riding in the back of the field all night, but I had a blast on the last restart. That worked out in my favor.
Yeah, it did. Walk us through that, man,
Right.
because I mean, those green white checkers, it was like just one crazy restart after another. And I mean, we seen drivers come out of nowhere. I mean, Jason Pitt came out of nowhere on that battle, and then all of a sudden we seen your chromed out number 6 come out of nowhere. I mean, walk us through that last restart and when you were realizing that your truck was sticking and you had a solid chance at, challenging for the win and securing a podium.
Yeah, I mean, I struggled all night with the truck sticking, and it was just nice uh, getting it to stick there. It felt really good on that restart. Everybody gave everybody a lot of room and raced real clean on that last dude. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, 100% there, man. Sometimes you gotta wait and be patient. And running in the back all night long, it kind of worked out in your favor, getting second place. So I'm glad things worked out on your end. Any shouts before we let you go here this evening?
Just all you guys, the Honeycuts, everybody putting on the league, old dogs, all my friends that tune in every week. I thank everybody. Thank you guys. It's been a blast. I can't wait until next season.
100% there, man. All right, gotta go celebrate P2 tonight, and we'll see you next week for the season finale.
No technical difficulties this week, at least not on my end.
There
Yeah,
you go.
thankfully, right? It only had one. Last week was kind of nuts, but yeah, absolutely correct there. All right, there's Polly Torrance driving the number 6.
I tell you what,
And
and
now,
one thing we didn't
what you got?
mention either was Old Dogs second and third. So excellent finish for team because we didn't really cover teams with all the action tonight, Jeremy. So fantastic run for Old
Oh
Dogs
yeah,
being 2 out
for
of the
real.
3 trucks on the podium.
We have so many different features this broadcast offers now. Like, we did not bring that up. You were absolutely correct.
We forget our own features, man. It happens.
You got like 1,000 pages of buttons to press, and it's kind of
I
impressive.
do.
And there's more coming next week. I better believe it. And here is the 53, the guy who's just stealing one here, essentially, with the 4 tire stop, passing Jacob Grant, a bunch of others here with a bunch of late race cautions. And you, sir, have found the Icon Apparel Company victory lane. Congratulations on your first win of 2026 here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here in the booth with you guys.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Talk about it, man. You ran decent. You started 5th. You had a fast truck all night long. You had yourself in consistent contention for this kind of moment here, and you capitalized it on the late caution. So walk us through your event here tonight.
Yeah, it was weird that one long run. I pitted from first, and I was, everyone else pitted, so it was a little bit of, well, what do they know that I don't? So I went ahead. I didn't think anyone can make it to the end. Had a slow pit stop, but then I came out, and I think it was 19th or 20th, and I was like, oh, are there that many? Was it that slow, or that many people didn't pit? But anyways, just kind of stuck with it. Got the 4 tires. I don't even know what happened, but next thing I knew, I was there in third, and yeah, probably muscled a few people out of the way to get the win. But first time in that position, I wasn't gonna let it slip away.
No, I mean you gotta pounce on those opportunities because in the famous words of Kyle Busch, you don't know when the next one will be. So I mean, you were in position, man. I mean, you were up there top 3, top 5 all night long. I mean, this track here just seemed like it was geared towards your style of driving, and the 4 tire call is what did it. So I personally want to thank you and congratulate you on getting up here in victory lane. We love talking to new drivers up here. And it was nice. We got to talk to Polly Torrance for the first time in a while. We got to talk to you for the first time up here. So, I mean, it's an excellent job. What are you expecting for the rest of the season? That's my first question. And the next question is, are we going to see that 53 back on track next season?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about Vegas. I'm gonna have fun there, regardless of what happens in the track. Hopefully, the race will finish early, give us more time at the casinos, I guess.
My man. That's right.
But that being said, yeah, we're going to expand the race team. We got a couple drivers signed. I won't announce that just yet, but we got 3 for sure for next year. So, with signing them, I was kind of talking to him about the compete level and what it takes to win out here at OTSS. And honestly, I kind of challenged myself, being a little bit older driver and just coming back from like a 10-year layoff, I was like, I got to quit doing that old man lazy driving and just kind of letting people have spots, man. I need to get up on the wheel and show them how, what is the expectation is. So fortunately it worked out. But then again, some of the guys, a couple of the top guys weren't here tonight. I don't know if they're having a little Debbie party or whatever they were doing, or maybe they were just scared of me. I don't know.
Oh, they're having a little Debbie party, and none of us were invited, man. So we feel the pain.
I think I get to be on a podcast too. I heard something about that. So that'll be cool.
There you go.
Yep, you got the open invite. You are welcome to their Burn It Down podcast. I think they bring that up on every Monday, so be prepared for that one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But I appreciate everything you guys have done all year with the broadcast. It's really, really impressive. So I enjoy it.
Oh, we appreciate it, man. Hands down, we appreciate it. Jeremy and I, we take pride in what we do, and we love hearing that you guys love going back and watching it. And I'm super stoked to hear. And for the second time tonight, a driver's going to sit here and build the suspense and drama, Jeremy, and leave us on a cliffhanger. We got some new drivers coming to JP Racing next season, but we don't know who.
Wait and find out.
I will tell you guys this, though. My goal absolutely is I need to be the slowest driver on my team. That's a big thing with me. So.
Well, you did not succeed tonight. You were the fastest driver on your team.
You failed. You failed.
I was hoping to finish first on my one-car team tonight. And what's that saying? Even a broken watch is right twice a day.
That's true. Blind
No
squirrel
denying
finds
that
a
one.
nut every now and then. That's right. I tell you what, though.
I say that to my kids, and they just kind of glance at their phone and pull, like they have no idea what I'm talking about. To them, a watch is, glance at your iPhone or whatever.
Absolutely. But I tell you what, man, hell of a drive. I mean, awesome to see you get in victory lane. We love seeing first-time winners over here. That was your first win of the season, first win with OTSS overall. Fantastic job, man. But floor is yours. Any shout-outs, any thanks you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to you guys first and foremost for putting this on. Shout out to all the honeycuts. What is there, 4 or 5 of them? However many they are, shout out to them for putting on the league. All the admins that do all the work behind the scenes, and shout out to my sponsors, of course, T-Mobile, Newegg, who's been with me, gosh, almost 20 years. And just happy, I had about a 10-year layoff from sim racing to raise my kids, and I've just gotten back into it in the last year or so. So, felt good to be back up there again after so many years. So, and Rise, Expel, I think I've got all our sponsors. So, look forward to being back up here in the booth again sometime soon. Who knows? Maybe Vegas.
I think we can count on Vegas, right, Dustin? This is a strong performance from the 53. He's got a new mentality. He's not laying over for these guys anymore.
Right,
so
the old man mentality's out the door,
more.
man. He's giving it everything. I love it.
1000%. All right, man. Appreciate your time, Jason.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too, man. We got an extended interview portion with Jason Pick there. Don't get talk to him too often, but with his new mentality, Dustin,
I love that, though.
we might
I
hear
love that.
from him more.
Yeah, I love that.
Super cool stuff.
That's
Gonna
cool.
show these kids, these young whippersnappers, right? Is what they
Gotta
call
put
them.
them in their place. That's right, man. And Jason's gonna lead the way, being the slowest driver on his team. And like you pointed out, Jeremy, he failed at that because he was the fastest driver on the track tonight.
Yeah.
Not only in time, but in the standings as well. So, man, what a race, though, man. Freaking Phoenix. I love broadcasting this track. I like racing this track. I suck at this track, and no, it's not like a Tyler Honeycutt or any of the other drivers that say they suck and they go and win. I literally suck at this track. But I enjoy running it. It's just like Darlington. But man, does this thing put on a show?
No, it 1000% does. And there are 4 wide at moments, a bunch of 3 wide. It was just great. And what a way to build up the hype there for the season finale next week. So if you like tonight's race, you're going to love next week at Las Vegas.
You don't want to miss
stay tuned. No, You just gotta stay tuned and find out new famous words there. So, thank you guys for joining in here, closing in on the 600 subscribers. So make sure to follow the YouTube side, and of course, always Twitch is live as well. We didn't get any Twitch viewers tonight. I know YouTube always holds supreme on that end, so, but that's okay. We got it on multiple platforms for whoever wants to watch. So, you guys stay tuned for that, and also we're live on Thursdays as well for the Smoky Mountain Sim Racing Truck Series. So you guys, 2 nights a week, tune in. Appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Get your nerd on. Dustin, what you got for him?
And remember, not goodbye, just till next time. Stay nerdy out there.
Peace.
Touchscreen and louder, giving range. Fuel burns in the glow of the pixel blaze. The rubber is roll, the fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we